I don't know who to be, bro. Who's the Bucks playing next week? The Saints. Oh my goodness, I got a heck now, bro.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Texans, next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hello everyone and welcome to the start of another NFL season, joined by Charles Davis in the booth. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, it's always great to begin another year. It's especially great when you get to see a couple of division rivals square off right out of the gate, and that's what we're going to see here in the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
And I know people get tired of it sometimes because we always zero in on the quarterback position, but I don't think we can avoid it here with these two teams in the AFC South. How about in Indianapolis? Matt Ryan, now their quarterback. Can he get them on a postseason run? Because he is the team's sixth Week 1 starter in 6 seasons, and Indy hasn't won its openers since 2013. And Houston, Deshaun Watson officially gone. Davis Mills took over last year. Can he improve on a 4-13 record? I like his chances.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
I think when we really analyze the 2021 NFL season, Houston Texans quarterback Davis Mills He deserves a lot more credit than he got for leading a bad team last season. Circumstances led the third-round rookie to being thrown in as the team starter, and he really came on after some early struggles. 4 300-yard games from him. He led Houston to a big upset of the Chargers to help keep L.A. out of the playoffs.
On the ground is Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Mills. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series. And at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
In a storied
he looks good in white, bro.
14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air. We're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis, who is their 6th Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active. This move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
Under pressure,
damn.
The Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give him a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit. They're walking the middle of this crowd with them, and that's what they got after.
They'll leave 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Jalen with the tight coverage for the breakup.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time they'll try to hit the ball to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Ooh.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be
That's a good punt.
This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh, my goodness.
It's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception. 2nd and goal. Mills to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, Pater bringing it out.
Oh, come on, come on. There we go, bro. There we go.
Isaiah Rodgers. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown. That's my first kick return for a touchdown, bro. Let's get it.
And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
So Monday, 8 o'clock.
Just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of will.
Matt gets hit and the ball is free. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. Touchdown Colts. Michael Pittman from 17 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's a shit stretch partner for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Open man there, it's Collins, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A first down throw for Mills. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mills now. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete. That's Mack. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play fake, Mills. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mills. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. 20! And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's a big moments in this game. Points like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A run up the middle. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Got an open man. It's QT. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the counter, it's Taylor. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
The Houston's offense taking over again.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult.
Oh shit, I had my sexy legs on the string, bro.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
Again, come on. There we go.
Nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now to be interesting.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
That's because Texas suck, bro.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, shit.
Well, now how about this return?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Mills.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Colts coming out now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
And he'll find Pittman.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He got him up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may have some points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll go with Mack here up the middle.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Mack. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Mills. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now Mills.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mack. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they're just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mills. Flushed to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Now Ryan back into his end zone. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now, this has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ryan. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack backs Ryan the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's where animation would do to you, bro.
Has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Ryan looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Roberto Sanchez on the punt. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Mills. Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Rodgers to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is...
Oh, my goodness.
Ryan is intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. And out comes Houston.
Last series, 4 really disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Mills to throw it. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills. This will be caught by Brown.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense on third down today, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5.
I got somebody watching me, and it's not me. So what's up, dude?
Players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Hopefully this game goes by quick. I gotta go pooey.
That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Now here's Ricardo Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Texans will take over. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. At about the 32. A 1st down throw for Mills. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I can't make it any longer. I gotta go take a poopy. I'm already paused. When they say pause the broadcast, why does it still keep going, bro? Answer me that one.
First and 10.
Oh my goodness.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. From the shotgun, Ryan looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing again, Ryan. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown.
Oh my God.
Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes.
My butt
The
hurts.
Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April or May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And
I think I have a rookie on my team. Yeah. I put him in.
here, this first
See what he can do. No, he's like a 2-year player, maybe 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
I know when I first played, I did have some exploration, but
after review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice it too.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on second and long. Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
That's my own emeritus there.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
Save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run again with Hines.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Ellinger.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Here's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Here's Ellinger.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They run with Hines. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get 7 yards.
I don't know why that was on, bro.
10 before he's taken down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down. Let's go.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And down to a knee. That's one option. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, Mills. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Mills. Complete to Dorsett. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On the handoff, it's Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yards on that. To the huddle, make credit. Hard to move pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Mills on 1st down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run the jet sweep now. Rodgers, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Davis Mills, 27 yards. And the Texans are able to claw one back. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. It's the former Buckeye Paris Campbell out with the rest of the offense here. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Hines.
Anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On play action, Ellinger.
Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. This is Hines. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now out comes Houston.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
give to Taylor. Down to about the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's got Dorsett complete. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a cold who was shaken up on that last play. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mills. This to the outside for Mack. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked 2. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And they go play action. Now Ellinger. And that is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mills. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Second down, another run with Taylor. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
To throw, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. They'll get this down to the 38.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They give it on.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Take a knee. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Colts, it's a fantastic start as they